the village tree form, a deeply Vietnamese style. Through the work, Vọng Cố Hương Hoàng Lê Minh. There are places that, because of the burdens of daily life, we cannot return to in time. Not on the first days of the new year, not on an ancestral memorial day, not even during a village festival. Yet those places are always present in our thoughts, because the image of the old homeland has never truly left the depths of our own minds. Looking at the tree, remembering our roots. Ladies and gentlemen, there are bonsai works that do not amaze us at the very first glance. They are not tall. They are not grand or imposing. They do not overwhelm the viewer. But the longer we look, the more we begin to feel within them a familiar place, an old path leading home, a piece of sky from a village long remembered, and a very gentle feeling, carried in two quiet words, returning to one's homeland. The miniature bonsai work entitled Vong Co Huong by artisan Hoàng Lê Minh is such a tree. Vong Co Huong, not a story of the present, but of memory. Vong means to gaze toward, to look back. Co Huong means the old homeland, a place left behind, yet never truly lost. The title itself already reveals everything. This is not a tree meant to tell a story of the present. It is a tree created for memory. As we contemplate Vong Co Huong, we sense no noise, no urgency. It feels like a late afternoon in a Vietnamese village, when everything has settled and people finally have time to look back at themselves. The village tree form, born from Vietnamese life. Unlike many bonsai forms that are shaped by textbooks and formal rules, the Vietnamese village tree form is born directly from life itself. From the home courtyard, from the edge of a village pond, from the bamboo grove at the hamlet entrance to the banyan tree at the village gate or the roof of an ancient pagoda. There is no standard blueprint, no fixed formula. Only the very real, lived perception of Vietnamese people toward their familiar living spaces. And Vong Co Huong fully embodies that spirit. Looking at the tree and seeing a village. The tree does not strain itself to create a form. Its posture feels as if it has stood there for a very long time, enduring rain and sun, wind and time, passing quietly together. The canopy spreads wide, as if sheltering countless Vietnamese souls. There are generous open spaces where light can pass through, where the wind can gently flow. It feels like a piece of village sky, the kind that anyone who once grew up there can never forget. When we look closely at the work itself, we see no houses, no people passing by. Yet the viewer can still sense an old path, a distant roof, and a piece that is unmistakably Vietnamese. That is precisely what creates the village tree form, a quality rarely found in bonsai from other cultures. The identity of Vietnamese bonsai. If we look more broadly at the world of bonsai, Japanese bonsai is often admired for its discipline and formal structure. Chinese bonsai is powerful in its philosophy and expressive display. But Vietnamese village form bonsai is beautiful in a different way. It is beautiful in life itself and in memory. It does not require the viewer to possess deep technical knowledge of shaping techniques. All it asks is this, that the viewer has once lived in a village or has left a village behind, and therefore must remember. The artist, Hoàng Lê Minh and Vong Co Huong. Artist Hoàng Lê Minh has continued the tradition of Vietnamese bonsai and elevated it to a new level, even though the village tree form has long existed in Vietnamese bonsai life. In the work, Vong Co Huong, created from a sand tree, a native Vietnamese species, With Hoàng Lê Minh's shaping technique, at first glance, one can already sense the silhouette of a village banyan tree. Here, the artist accomplished something truly important. He transformed the village tree form from folk intuition into a work with clear artistic thinking. With more expressive lines, masterful control in every cut, a refined balance between trunk and canopy, and generous breathing spaces, so the tree never becomes dense or heavy. This allows the work to feel entirely natural, as if untouched by human hands. I firmly believe this is the pinnacle of art, when technique leaves no visible trace. The tree does not need to be large. Though modest in size, it retains the essential spirit of bonsai, bringing nature into a shallow container, while still expressing natural beauty and conveying the memory of a village and rural life. It is precisely this restraint that gives the work depth, both in artistic creation and in philosophical meaning. Mini bonsai, small yet never light. Vong Co Huong is a miniature bonsai, but mini here does not mean merely reduced in size for convenience. It is rather a process of compression, compressing space, compressing emotions and memories, entrusting affection for a distant village into a shallow pot. And when each of us stands before this work, we experience something quite unusual. A special kind of greatness begins to rise. It has nothing to do with size, large or small, but everything to do with the depth of the human soul. Seeing the tree form and remembering the old village. Some of us may have left our villages long ago. Life may have carried us very far away, yet just one glimpse of a work like Vong Co Huong can suddenly remind us of something simple. Homeland is always a sky within the heart. A place with river dikes, old rooftops, childhood memories, the voice of elders singing lullabies to their grandchildren, kites full of wind, their flutes echoing through a blue sky, while below are the rustling sounds of trees, moonlit flocks of storks gliding over vast rice fields, and even those youthful evenings when young villagers gathered to rehearse songs and performances under the moonlight. All those memories seem to rush back, as if awakened once more, melting hearts that have grown cold under the pressures of urban life. The old homeland becomes everything, because we still know how to return to memory. And there, Co Huong, the homeland, remains a sky within the hearts of countless people. And for you personally, when you look at a village-form bonsai, which village does it bring back most vividly? Please share your feelings in the comments below and join Beautiful Bonsai in this heartfelt conversation.